Go.
Hey everybody, Brian the Brain here, and it's not the weekly newscast like I'm usually on. It's a special edition, I guess. We're here to talk PWG, and I'm not alone, so I guess we're going to call this a GuerillaCast. So
Ooh.
I guess we'll go with that, the GuerillaCast, once in a lifetime opportunity. So I'm not here alone. I'm joined by the team of Indie-rific, the podcast on MLW.com. Guys, introduce yourselves. I guess Matt go first, and then the other guy.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, the other guy. Hey, everybody. I'm Matt Farmer from Indie-rific over there on MLW Radio. I also host or co-host, I guess, the History in the Making pieces as well. And then we got James.
Yeah, I am Jeremy Tate, aka Jaims Vanderbeek, off of the Twitter machine. I am just a huge wrestling fan and t-shirt designer, and I was lucky enough to be chosen to be part of the Indie-rific crew. And thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And we know you guys are known for having a lot of friends in the indie scene and whatnot. So, and your podcast is very popular on the MLW network. So we wanted you guys on to talk a little PWG. We really don't have like a solo individual PWG podcast, so kind of a special thing here on PW Pondering. So, right out of the way, everyone's already forgetting about 13, the PWG anniversary show coming up, which is in about 2 weeks from now. I want to say, depending on when you're listening, probably a week, but. Everyone's kind of overlooking this one, so kind of a strange thing with a PWG show this loaded. And we'll talk about BOLA a little towards the end, but let's give this show some love that it deserves because it's coming up, man. It's the anniversary show, 13 crazy years. I've been going to that building for 10 years, excuse me, and it's been quite the ride. And let's just, before we go over the card, let's just kind of go over like your guys's, I don't know, your special private favorite moments of PWG over the years. Matt, why don't you go first?
Oh, wow. You should have picked Jeremy first. But I don't know. It's hard to say what my favorite is. Jeez. I really liked, and I know people might criticize me for this, but I really liked when the Young Bucks super kicked Candice LeRae. I thought that was awesome. And I'm not like the kind of person that like is a huge fan of like intergender wrestling, but I don't know. I thought that was kind of a sweet moment.
Was it thumbtacks?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That was brutal.
Yeah, that was awesome. I don't know. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head as far as my favorites. I've never been one of those type that have made lists of top tens or favorites, so it's hard to say.
Well, unfortunately for Matt, I do have a personal favorite moment. It actually took place the very first show I ever went to. I had seen PWG, and I just decided with my friends, man, we're going to fly down. I actually live in Seattle, Washington, or outside, and just decided, hey, man, let's do this. We took the flight down, saw all these wrestlers. The first experience, I think it was All-Star Weekend 11, I believe. I'm not 100% sure now because I smoke a little too much weed. But during the match when Kevin Steen came out, he had streamers on his arm, kind of like the Young Bucks, but it more looked like the Ultimate Warrior to me. So I started asking him to press slam ACH over his head, and he turned and said, "You want me to press slam him? I'll press slam him when you suck Adam Cole's dick directly to me in front of everybody."
Wow.
It was fucking ridiculous, and of course I sold it like a champ. And actually, that's why me and Kevin became friends after that. It's like he gave me a hard time, I fucking ran with it, and now we're cool.
Yeah, but I mean, what was it like sucking Adam Cole's dick?
To be honest with you, it was a little too big. It was a little too big. I gotta be completely honest.
Wow, you actually went there. You actually went in that direction.
Hey, my friend, the way I play along is if Matt's gonna say something ridiculous, I'm gonna play along with it just because it makes for better fucking podcasts.
Awesome. We'll go with that. So yeah, for me, over the years, I've seen a lot of shit, a lot of, the highs and lows, low crowd attendance, amazing crowd attendance that it is now. So for me personally, I got to say it's the night that El Generico and Kevin Steen had their ladder match. They literally tore the roof off the place. I thought of that moment or that line. I told it to my friend, and then seconds later, Steen grabbed the mic, said, "I told you we'd tear the roof out of this place." And it was quite the moment that night. That was one of the most, I think that was the night Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly also debuted in PWG. So just a lot of big moments that night. I think it was Steen Wolf from like October of some year when Steen and Generico was still though. So that's kind of my moment personally out of all the stuff I've seen. It's just what a crazy night that was. So So yeah, man, 13 years, and this year's been kind of interesting. They haven't had many tag matches. I think they've had like 3 or 4 tag matches total. So there's a lot to be desired from this year. But I think this card's gonna kind of turn things around. It's gonna start the summer of PWG that they usually have every year with these big shows. So we're gonna run over the card and then kind of get some thoughts on the guys and everything like that. The opener is gonna be Chuck Taylor and Trent, and this is the battle of the best friends that people have been wanting to see, I guess. It sucks that they're not together anymore, but yeah, this is going to be interesting because Chuck Taylor's just been killing it in every opening match in PWG this year, so he's probably going to do it again. Yet it's kind of weird that he's not in BOLA, so that's the only thing that's kind of with the booking and everything in PWG. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I feel like Chuck Taylor should be in BOLA, and other people on the PW Ponderings have stressed that. So it's kind of interesting that he's opening again, but these two are not even in BOLA, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it definitely is strange. I wonder if maybe there's going to be an additional, maybe outside of the tournament match that maybe Chuck's involved in. I hope so. But yeah, you're right. It would be awesome to actually see him in the tournament and possibly going long. But in regards to the actual match with Trent himself, man, how do you choose between the best friends? It's ever since the trench coat man thing, this one been one of my favorite tag teams, and that's saying a lot in the packed world of the indie scene. But yeah, man, Trent and Chuck, I don't know which way it's going to go. How about you, Matt?
I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm sure. Are you sure? Is Trent actually? Is he on a New Japan tour during BOLA? Is that what it is?
That I'm not 100% sure. It wouldn't surprise me since like half the roster on PWG nowadays is, on tours for New Japan. That's why it's kind of these weird cards here and there. But yeah, I don't know, because I have my suspicions, because they kind of announced we'll kind of jump ahead, but they announced the 6-man for BOLA weekend. It's not Chuck Taylor, excuse me, it's Dalton Castle and the boys against the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, and I get this weird feeling that the boys might be Chuck Taylor and Trent. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I get my
interesting. Yeah. That's cool.
That's kind of my kind of feeling on that one, because, I mean, you can't really do the boys because they're from the East Coast, and that'd be kind of like a weird fly-in, so that's
that would.
Their last name is Tate, man. They have a really cool last name. I think they're family, which is crazy because the show on the 29th, that's my birthday. So PWG throwing me a birthday party and I can't make it.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you, friend. But no, what you were saying earlier about the show before BOLA, it always seems to be getting overshadowed ever since BOLA's become so amazing. It's really unfortunate because the cards are always stacked.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird about the booking and everything, but I guess we got to move on from that because there's only so much we can say about Chuck Taylor. But in the end, if he's not in BOLA, it's what it is. But we move on to Jeff Cobb and Trevor Lee, and this is probably the match I'm looking forward to the most on this card because seeing quote unquote Jeff Cobb live the way I have quote unquote, I can't really reveal anything because of a non-disclosure, a la Lucha Underground. But yeah, seeing him live, especially that Chris Hero match, was awesome. I don't know if you guys seen him live yet, but him against Trevor Lee is going to be awesome because Trevor Lee can just bump like crazy for him and make him look like a superstar. And I can just imagine Jeff Cobb throwing him literally probably over the whole ring, maybe, if it's possible, like from one end to the other. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
He was just in town on Saturday, actually. He came and worked at the local fed we have here called 321 Battle. So, yeah, I went and said hey to Jeff. He was our very first guest on Indie-rific.
Ooh, nice plug there. Nice plug. I listened to the recent episode with Johnny Unis, so that was a nice interview there. And speaking of Pokemon Go, let's kind of on topic, but kind of curious now. What level are you?
Dude, I haven't played at all, brother. I like to make jokes about it because I think it's fun and it's topical, but I haven't played at all. My roommate figured out a way to not even leave the couch, and right now he's playing in Central Park, like collecting all these Pokemon. He just got this super mega Blastoise or some shit. I don't know. I hate that I even know that crap.
Wow, you just blew my mind with the ability to like transfer yourself to a different location.
Yeah, dude, he's like GPS spoofing, and he's like, he has like 1/3 of all the Pokemon collected already. It's ridiculous, and he's not even leaving his couch.
Okay, back on topic, everybody.
Sorry, man, you brought it up. I got a little worked out.
I love doing that kind of shit. It's kind of
Jeff Cobb and Trevor Lee. That's going to be a good match. That's actually one of those matches where it's like that's PWG to me. Like two guys that you normally wouldn't see wrestle, wrestling, so I think that's going to be awesome.
And Brian, you were there for when Trevor first showed up, right?
Yeah,
That was another one of those great moments because the whole crowd was like, "Who are you? Who are you?" when he first. And by the end of the match, everyone was chanting this guy's name. He that is literally getting over in one night. It's amazing.
yeah, that was a special night, special match. No, that was one of those untitled shows, I think, and no one kind of saw anything coming that night. And as I recall, I think there was an earthquake that night during the match, and no one in the crowd felt it because obviously the crowd was rocking. And that's, as I recall, Trevor Lee actually took credit for causing the earthquake that night. So there you go, kind of thinking on his feet. The next match is Sami Callihan and Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll's having one of the most tremendous runs, I mean, ever in probably his best 2 years in his entire career, ever since doing the villain character. Sami Callihan coming back on the Indies recently, doing his thing, winning titles everywhere, basically. I think he's still AAW champion as of this recording. So, yeah, man, this is going to be probably, what, a brawl, you think? I'm guessing Marty Scurll is just going to try to break his arm the whole time.
Yeah, it's extremely hard hitting, I imagine, for sure. Go ahead, Matt. I didn't mean to overspeak you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like sitting there getting like Skype messages and stuff. Chris is sending us Skype messages.
Oh, he's doing the secret producing stuff, and you're talking about it on the air, man. Way to go, dude.
Nice. I keep hearing the little plop plop.
Oh, okay. Correction. Well, not really correction, but yeah, I was right. He is the AAW heavyweight champion. He's actually facing Pentagon Jr. this Friday at AAW, so there's a plug for AAW from a PWG podcast. But there you go.
Well, yeah, dude, but you're right. Scurll, ever since he's not doing the Party Marty, because that's the first time I saw it, and I was like, all right, I mean, the guy's a good wrestler, but Party Marty, you can only do so much with that. And then totally reinvents himself. And that look, the trench coat and the umbrella, yeah, very villainous. Fucking guy's dope.
Yeah, actually it's weird because Marty and Sami, they have kind of like a really similar appeal, almost like a similar vibe they have, so I think they're going to have a really good match. Actually, this whole card's stacked, so it's like, geez, it's hard to pick one match out that you're super excited for over anything else because they're all potentially awesome.
Definitely, that's the feeling you get with almost every PWG show for the last, I don't know how many years, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I want to see the new coat because I saw some pictures online. Marty Scurll's got like a white fur coat now, so that's ballin'. And I can't wait to see that live, especially in probably, 100-degree weather.
Yeah.
He did it BOLA last year, 103 degrees, I think it was, and he wore that coat for like a good 10 minutes. So good on him for sticking to the whole gimmick and everything, and he's really getting over. And if you watch his matches, I feel like the last 5-10 minutes of the match, he really builds up the drama, especially going after the chicken wing. And hey, man, who knew that, Bob Backlund would be, in the norm in wrestling lexicon in 2016, along with the chicken wing all over again. It's weird how things just come back, I guess, but crazy times. Next, we got the return of Tommy End. I think he was supposed to be in on All-Star Weekend, as I recall, but he got injured. Facing Adam Cole, the man who rejected his BOLA spot. He feels like he's been there, done that, and now what's he going to do? He hasn't really won much this year. He had some upset losses, I think, to Trent. Really interesting. I don't know what you guys think about him rejecting BOLA. I mean, it would have been nice if he was in it, but it's also nice that Cedric Alexander got a spot. I don't know about you guys.
No, I agree 100%. I like the continued jaw-jacking between him and Excalibur. Excalibur said, apparently you're afraid because the caliber of talent this year is so much better, and maybe you're afraid of cutting weight and are too busy grooming your abs with spray tan. So Excalibur with some verbal barbs, as he's known for.
Yeah.
Adam Cole ditching out and letting Cedric in. It's awesome when you see somebody actually like Gallagher or Cedric like competing both at PWG and WWE or the CWC. That's really impressive, and that's going to increase those guys' rate whenever they go out to do any other indie bookings.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tommy End, one of those guys who's been rumored for a bit, could be part of that September class, if you get what I'm saying.
Show.
Yeah.
And this could be one of the last times I could see him live, and every time I've seen him live, he's been awesome. He's got that character, that look. If he goes to where I think he's going to go, he's going to really stand out because he's got, even with all the tattoos and all that stuff, it's part of that look and that kind of culture, and he really appeals to that crowd. So It's going to be interesting, and actually, I'm hoping he beats Adam Cole. Probably just beats him, and we get more of that Adam Cole, shtick about probably doing like a crybaby kind of thing. But we'll see. Next, we got the return of Timothy Thatcher. Hasn't been around in a while. Going against Roderick Strong. It seems like Timothy Thatcher, like everyone was loving him, and then lately everyone's not really loving him as much. I guess that's kind of the thing on the indies. They love you one minute, and then the next minute they kind of hate you. And some people hate him right now, and that's kind of harsh. But I don't know what it is. I guess maybe he's kind of limited to his style, so he can only work certain guys. But I got a feeling that this match is going to be awesome, just because. I mean, Roderick Strong just brings the best out of everybody, and I don't know if you guys noticed this. Timothy Thatcher does not run the ropes, so this could be probably one of the most interesting Roderick Strong matches to watch.
Actually, I think their styles complement each other, so I think we're going to see a great match between these two. I'm still a big fan of Timothy Thatcher. I don't care what other people think. Guy's like super talented, and man, like you said, Strong. He's the kind of guy that will bring the best out of anybody, and I really think this could steal the show, actually.
And what were you were saying previously about Skrull really picking it up at the end of the match? I think Roddy has a tendency to do that a lot too. And while I definitely understand the criticism Thatcher gets a lot of the time, people just seem to think he works the same match repeatedly. And there might be some credence to that, but I still think the guy's a badass. He makes everything look convincing as hell. And I mean, that's what you really want, to be able to suspend your disbelief by seeing a guy beat the shit out of another guy.
For sure, and I think they're going to beat the shit out of each other. And, Thatcher's probably just going to sell like it's the worst thing ever, and it's probably going to bring so much emotion and drama out of this match. And that's what I'm expecting out of these two. And this could be, I don't know, Roddy's farewell, because he's not announced for BOLA. It's left Ring of Honor. You would think that this would be the opportunity to do Sabre and Roddy 3, because, I mean, they kind of left it kind of open. It's 1-1 in PWG, and it looks like they're not going to go back to it. I mean, this would be a perfect opportunity to do a big third match in their series at the anniversary show, but they went with a different direction, and they're kind of playing it safe, it looks like. And it looks like maybe this could be Strong's farewell. We'll see. If they shoot an angle, it could be it. But this is pure skepticism right now. I'm being very, I'm just from what I've read and heard. It's not for sure, so don't quote me on that. Next, we got Young Bucks against Chris Hero and JT Dunn. Man, I've only seen a few JT Dunn matches, but him and Hero work really well together. It's almost like a mini-me kind of thing going on. They were the exact same thing, but JT Dunn is such a smaller version. The beard and the long hair and everything. But I think Young Bucks are going to win, retain the titles, because I'm pretty sure this is for the tag titles. And, because they announced the tag match for BOLA with Chris Hero and Tommy End against Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. So you would think that, that kind of gives it away that you wouldn't really book, half the World Tag Team Champions in a different tag match at BOLA. You would bring in the other tag champion to defend the title. So I don't know if announcing that match ahead of time kind of gave this away, but I'd be shocked if Hero and JT Dunn won the tag title. But
I'm going to differ with you. I'm actually of the opinion that the tag titles are going to change, just because I don't believe the Young Bucks they're going to have many opportunities to go to BOLA or go work for PWG in the future. I think this is going to be the last year we're going to see them with PWG for quite a while. So I could see a tag title change happening soon.
Interesting. I like the shtick between the Death by Elbow guys, but I am a Young Bucks fan through and through, so I hope they take this out. Yeah, I'm a fucking mark, dude. Whatever. But yeah, I honestly really hope they take this one. The good Christian boys deserve to keep their titles. I haven't seen much of the tandem of Death by Elbow or whatever they call themselves, but I mean, Chris Hero is always exceptional, especially in PWG. His match I saw in Dallas, or matches I saw in Dallas, were some of the best matches I've seen, even including PWG shows. So while I want the Young Bucks, to take this one, I feel Matt may be right. I don't know. It's hard to speculate with PWG, man, because it always can go either way so easily.
For sure, and it feels like the Bucks can just come in and run roughshod on anything they want to do, including the booking. So if they feel like they got a few more shows in them and more opportunities to drop the titles, maybe it could be a red herring. You never know.
Yeah, you could be onto something though. To be honest with you, you could be. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's because I think the Ring of Honor deals end not soon, but I think they signed a 1 year, 2 year deal, something like that, and that's running short. And they're in their age where they're starting to hurt like every day because of the bumps they've been doing. And
Yeah.
that's a surprise. So you want them to be safe. You don't want them to be destroying their bodies just for your pleasure. So hoping that eventually they get picked up at like NXT or something like that, just so they can kind of change their style up. But yeah, because they're still getting booked constantly by New Japan, and that's kind of screwing things up with their tag title defenses in PWG. Now, like we said before, I think this is like the 4th or 5th tag match in the whole year for PWG, which is kind of strange since they've been kind of known for their tag titles. So finally, we got the main event, and it's Zack Sabre Jr. first time defending his title against Kyle O'Reilly. This is a rematch, because I remember it's like as soon as they announced it, I remember like, oh yeah, this is like kind of like Kyle O'Reilly's unofficial #1 contendership, because he did beat Zack Sabre Jr. like 2 years ago before Kyle O'Reilly went on his sabbatical. I guess you'd call it for him, big PWG political sabbatical, I'd say. But yeah, this could be even better than the first match. I mean, we know Zack he's better. He's better now than he was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's crazy to say, because when he came in and stole the show at PWG, I mean, Jeremy, you were there. Like no one going in thought he would be the star of the weekend, and he came out star of the weekend.
Indeed.
And now coming in as the champ, him and O'Reilly just going to tear it up, I think, and put on potentially a classic.
Yeah, this actually has potential, I think, to be like match of the month. So yeah, I'm really excited for this match. It was when I first saw it, I was like, fuck, I want to get down there and watch that show. So to me, it's also got like a little bit of appeal, like box office appeal too, for the indie scene, So yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it has potential to be a match of the month.
I'm gonna beg to differ. No, I agree 100%. I think depending on the crowd, this could. Fuck, how do we put this? Zack Sabre Jr. being as good as he is, as quickly as he's gotten so much better, he's like surefire for the WWE right now, as far as we can tell, right? So it could possibly be a farewell match for him as well, or something getting toward that. So you might want to just pull out all the stops and impress the fuck out of everybody. Kyle O'Reilly, he's from up this way. Fucking ever since I saw him in part of Future Shock in that Hybrid Rules match, the guy's been one of my fucking favorite wrestlers. So I loved him as a fucking PWG champion, man. That was fucking awesome. I cannot pick a clear winner on this, Brian. I'm gonna have to leave it up to you. Who are you feeling?
I'm kind of torn because, like you said, Zack is. He's probably in the. No spoilers, but he's probably going to make the Final Four. Let's just say that he's a heavy odds to make the Final Four in the Cruiserweight Classic. So it seems like people are getting some attention and getting signed from the Cruiserweight Classic. So knowing the way Zack performs, this could be another opportunity, just like the Bucks, because you might not have a lot of opportunities to do the deed, if you will. He was supposed to defend the title for the first time in May, and because of that graphic injury that he got, he wasn't able to. So I felt like there was a missed opportunity there. It's been done before, as I recall. Kenny Omega in his first defense lost to Davey Richards, so it's entirely possible PWG could do something like that again and kind of shock the crowd. But I feel like, it's definitely going to be babyface, 50-50. But I feel like if Zack loses his first defense, the crowd might potentially turn on O'Reilly because there's some loyal Sabre supporters in the crowd. But depending on how rowdy the crowd is that night, it could be, could be a great shock, or it could be a really sad ending, depending on your perspective of things. But I'll go Sabre just to be safe, because he's still in BOLA, and you never know with BOLA. There could be impromptu title matches or God knows what. But speaking of BOLA, I guess that's kind of like the next topic, because that's the whole card pretty much, and that's kind of like the forgotten show that PWG's putting on. 13 coming at you on July 29th, Friday. I'll be doing the live tweeting and all that stuff, so check that out on the Twitter. But I don't have the lineup in front of me right now, guys, but give me a second. But just to throw out some names, we got Jushin Thunder Liger, the legend, coming in. We got Pentagon Jr.
I did actually have a couple of the matches in front of me, Brian, if you want me to run them down.
For sure, man.
All right, dude. So one-on-one for night one, we got Phoenix and Will Ospreay. So incredible.
Oh my,
When they first didn't announce any of the actual mass luchadors, I got kind of nervous that maybe none of them were involved, and I thought that was kind of strange. But I think they picked two of the best out of the group. So yeah, Phoenix and Ospreay. What do you think, guys?
incredible.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I know what today was it today or yesterday? Yesterday they announced a bunch of matches for night one and night two, so it's going to be. I think that match is tremendous.
The other one I had up was who you just mentioned, Brian Liger and Chris Hero on night one. I hope Chris Hero doesn't kill this old man.
Yeah, this is where things get interesting because in my fantasy world, I guess you'd call it, my final three in the finals are Zack Sabre Jr., Jushin Thunder Liger, and Pentagon. Just because I feel like, look, you already sold out the building 3 nights, right? You're gonna make your money for the live gate. All about selling those DVDs, right? You got the 3 of the most buzzworthy names right now. I mean, it's probably the top 3. I mean, aside from Cody Rhodes, because I don't think, even on the indie scene, I think Liger, Pentagon, and Zack have bigger buzz than Cody does on the indie scene. And like, I feel like that could just sell tons and tons of DVDs, man. Imagine a final with Liger and Pentagon and Zack Sabre Jr., just the 3 of them. I mean, even if the match was not, high quality, it can still be just a decent good match. But this kind of throws it in the monkey wrench because, fuck, I mean, Chris Hero going on the first round again. I mean, how many times has he been in this tournament and coming? I think he's been in the finals 3 times, and that would suck. But if he lost, I don't know. Maybe he's honorable enough to do that. Who knows? What do you guys think?
Yeah, possible. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think Chris Hero probably will do the honors for Liger, man. It's probably going to be a brutally stiff match, but yeah, I think they'll do the honors. I couldn't imagine Liger not at least making into a second round.
Yeah, there's theories that he could do the 10-man tag, but I can imagine Liger just doing slow motion, but I kind of want this legendary kind of like Ric Flair kind of run, like out of nowhere, just this old. Not I don't want to say that he's 52, 53.
I was just fucking around.
Yeah, he is old.
Yeah, he's old, but goddamn, would it be something if he does that kind of like run to the final? I don't want him to win. I just want him to make the final and just kind of be like that old timer, that kind of like out of nowhere, kind of like what the Tenzon's doing to the G1 right now. That's kind of the same thing. But we'll see. Maybe that's just me hoping too much.
Dude, I think it would be awesome if he went over in the tournament because it's like you're kind of paying homage to a guy whose style, in some ways, was a predecessor to the style that you're seeing in PWG. That cruiserweight, like hybrid style. That was Liger, 20, 30 years ago. It'd be kind of cool, I think, if they put him over in the tournament.
For sure. And that match is going to be... I mean, Chris Hero's having the best matches of his career right now, so that's going to be awesome. Yeah. I've got some of the other matches right here. We got Matt Riddle making his debut, which I've been waiting for since probably when he debuted in Evolve, man. He's a wrestling prodigy, and he's going to face Kyle O'Reilly in the first round, guys. That's going to be probably the best technical... I don't even know. Brawl, if you want to call it. A violent technical brawl between the two. That's just going to be something else, I think.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Really interesting style.
Yeah, I don't know about guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I think Matt Riddle is a guy that's probably one of the best. I don't know. He's been wrestling less than 2 years, something like that, and he's already at this kind of level. He reminds me a lot of Kurt Angle. So, because from what I've heard, stories about Kurt Angle, he just really picked it up. I've heard this story that he trained at a camp for I don't know, a couple of days, and then a week later he was at a show working. I don't know if that's.
That is true. Yeah, within his first week, they had him working matches at Dory Funk's promotion. So,
as far as you're saying about Riddle, yeah, I was lucky enough to see him down at the Evolve show in Dallas, and that guy was way over with the crowd, really impressive. And the MMA style he works in, it doesn't look hokey and goofy like some people. When some people use that stuff, you're clearly they don't necessarily know what they're doing when they're a wrestler, but he. Is a master of that style. So, yeah, I don't see it too much longer before WWE comes talking to that guy.
Another interesting match I'm looking at right now is Ricochet and Jeff Cobb. Again, with this Lucha Underground kind of tie-in, I guess. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But I think this is a perfect match for Jeff Cobb to just throw around a guy who can make you look good, and Ricochet can definitely make you look good, especially with the whole dynamic of Jeff Cobb just throwing around the light heavyweights the whole time, and that's kind of what he's been doing. He's been known for, I guess. I don't want to say he's been doing on another show, but that's kind of what he's been doing, and this is going to be a great example of that. I don't know if Ricochet. I want Jeff Cobb to go deep. I know you guys do too, but this is an interesting one where you maybe have Ricochet. I don't know, lose, big upset. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Sorry, Matt. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, to be completely honest, I don't think about the finishes that much. I just think about the spectacle and what that one match is going to be. So for me, it doesn't matter who goes over. You know, I'm just more interested in seeing what the match is like. So both these guys, I'd love to see Jeff Cobb advance because he's a good buddy of mine, but I'd like to, he's going to be impressive no matter what. So.
And the thing with PWG, they have a tendency when a guy is getting a lot of love from the crowd, they do have a tendency to push him pretty strong. So, would you say that Jeff was super over at the show?
By the end of the Chris Hero match, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't see why not. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me. And there's been already some matches announced as far as like outside of the tournament matches, and I didn't see Jeff in any of those. So maybe it means he does advance.
Very cool, very cool. Because I think that, yeah, it'd be great for his career. I mean, he could be the local champion that he's been wanting. Because, with Zach and all these guys, they're fly-ins and coming from different parts of the world, and sometimes you can't get the world champion on your show. And with Cobb being local and being as great as he is, he'll get with little guys he could throw around. This could be, a good run for him, and then potentially by next year, maybe the next, maybe he gets a big title shot somewhere down the line and wins the title. That'd be super awesome and great for SoCal, because we don't really get that kind of local world champion. We got that with like Joey Ryan, but he kind of got rejected. So yeah, we got the debut of Cody Rhodes, everybody, against Sami Callihan. This will be interesting because we really don't know what Cody Rhodes can bring to the table in terms of style. I don't know what to expect, guys.
I guarantee you Cody Rhodes is going to impress the hell out of people. I guarantee it. I bet you people are going to be like, holy cow, this guy existed. Cody's a great amateur wrestler. He's a great athlete. I wasn't necessarily a big fan of his in WWE, but I know he's got the skills to go. I've seen him working out. And, he's going to impress a lot of people. I would love to see Cody work Jeff Cobb because they're both great amateurs. I'd like to see him work that style, too. Or I'd even like to see Cody wrestle Riddle, in PWG. I think those two guys would have an amazing match. I think people are going to be really surprised with Cody.
I personally have been a huge Cody Rhodes fan, mostly initially because, his connection with Dusty. You can't help but love a guy who's the son of fucking Dusty Rhodes. The son of a plumber. So, yeah, Cody, I think he's going to knock everyone's socks off, as cliche as that sounds. I felt like when he was doing the Stardust character, it showed how, original and unique he could be, and actual more character-wise, but he was always a solid in-ring performer. The guy is a daredevil. He freaking throws that beautiful moonsault, which I think he retired, thank God. But yeah, I suspect Cody goes a long way and checks off quite a few names off his list he created.
For sure, and I mean, if you think about it, a tournament is a perfect chance to do that. Check, knock out some names. He doesn't even have to go. I mean, he could maybe go to the semis. He could make it to the finals for all we know, just because. I mean, if he's really motivated, and things can change overnight in terms of booking. You never know, and he could really get with the crowd and be a fan favorite all of a sudden and get this kind of run. But we'll see. The next, I want to talk about the 2 6-man tags that have been announced for BOLA weekend. It's been kind of a tradition now with the Young Bucks. Seems like for the last 3-4 BOLAs, they've been in these crazy 6-man tags, just unbelievable, wild brawls, wild spots, double indie takers, also blowing kisses to Dave Meltzer at the same time, just craziness. And now I don't know if this is going to top it all. I mean, it's Will Ospreay, Ricochet, and Matt Sydal, 3 of the probably the best high flyers in the world, maybe.
Easily.
Yeah, against the Young Bucks and Adam Cole. I mean, this is going to be insane. I want to see kind of Cole's demeanor in all this. I feel like he might be the odd man out, but I feel like he's just gonna kind of be there to make Ospreay, Ricochet, and Matt Sydal have look good, and, make them shine. Guys, what do you think about this?
It's funny because I think we tweeted each other, Jeremy, when this match was announced, and we were both sarcastically were like, "Oh, this is gonna suck."
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome, it's going to be awesome, but it also has the potential to be like okay, there's a move. No
psychology whatsoever, just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
love that
stuff. It has that potential, so.
I love that style of match, especially at PWG. I'm not looking for a ton of psychology when I get there, but will those guys even touch the ground? Like Ricochet, Will Ospreay, and Matt Sydal, they're like flying everywhere. I'm sure Vader's gonna love this one.
Nice tie in there. Yeah, I mean, if you think about last year's match, it was kind of the one where it was like the Euro Trash guys against Roderick Strong and the Bucks. That was kind of more around the whole Sabre Roddy feud. This one I'm thinking is going to be more towards that match that Evolve had in Dallas. Were you there for that one, the 6-man?
Yes. Yeah, I was.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be like that. Probably cranked up. I don't know. That was a hard match to top, and this could potentially top it. I'm really looking forward to it. Could be, I mean, the match of the weekend, but who knows with this kind of card. The other 6-man tag that they're booked for is Dalton Castle and the Boys. And now we mentioned this earlier, and I had my suspicions that it could be Chuck Taylor and Trent as a way to get them on BOLA weekend, but I don't know. Who you guys think? Is it going to be local boys? It's definitely, I don't know. Could it be their actual boys and they're going to fly them in? Could it be guys?
Didn't they come out with him last time? They the first time Dalton was out, didn't he bring the actual boys with him?
I believe there were local boys because I recognized one of the guys as one of the ring crew, so I didn't want to say anything, but it's definitely the ring crew guys as the local guys. So I don't know. I mean, I think they're trainees, but that'd be kind of weird, right? But just kind of suspicious that you will book this kind of match. And PWG's known for not booking guys who are not, how do I say this, don't have a lot of 80 cred and kind of fresh. So it'd be kind of weird if they book those guys. So that's why I have my suspicions that this could be Chuck Taylor and Trent. I don't know. Do you guys have mystery picks or what?
Yeah, I think Chuck Taylor and Trent would be awesome. I think if it's not them and it's just the boys, take it or leave it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it wouldn't be much of a matchup if it was. I think the Tate Twins have actually been wrestling for a while, but it still wouldn't be much of a matchup with those two guys lined up with these PWG All Stars. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. That's why I'm kind of thrown in the loop with this match. I mean, but it's kind of interesting because with PWG, you don't really get those kind of matches. It's okay, this is going to be interesting. I don't know what this match is going to be like because you're always oh my god, this match is going to be awesome. This match is going to be awesome. At least this match has some intrigue and some mystery that I'm kind of looking forward to. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if they did a reveal with masks and everything, but the boys don't have masks. But really interesting that this match kind of came out of nowhere. I'm sure that this was maybe an idea that Dalton had or something like that. And I mean, yeah, this who knows, man? I can only imagine. But yeah, so that's kind of it. Let me look at the rest of the cover. We got Tommy End against Zack Sabre Jr., which we know is going to be awesome as well. Marty Scurll and Pentagon Jr., which I guess is now Pentagon Dark. If you caught up on Lucha Underground, so they might have to change that. But I don't know about you guys, but this could be, they could break each other's arms. I don't know about you.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You'll remember the match with Pentagon and Zack. That was last year at BOLA, right? Wow, Pentagon is such a underrated technical wrestler. You just see him brutalizing motherfuckers, but the guy can fucking go on the mat, dude.
Yeah, Pentagon. He's been one of my favorites for a few years now. I think he's awesome. The match will be great. Another match I'm really looking forward to is Kamitachi versus Trevor Lee. I think that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I was about to get to that one because, as we know or seen clips, Kamitachi is kind of a madman. He's jumped. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this clip from CMLL. He literally runs the whole ramp at the Arena Mexico from the entrance and then jumps over the top rope, clearing it, not even having his ass touch the rope or anything, and hitting a drop kick.
Dude, that's nothing. Watch the matches that he does with Dragon Lee from CMLL where he does a top rope drop kick and takes a flat back bump on the floor.
It's nuts. I was about to get to that because it just builds and builds. And actually, I think one match he rolled down the stairs, right? That was even more nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But knowing Marty, and like we said, Marty really elevates the last 10 minutes of the match, turns it up to 11 probably. Um, God, I can only imagine, And this is a match where I want both guys to win. Like I said, I got Pentagon Jr. going to the final. I know a lot of people are pulling for Marty to win it this year, but I got to go with Pentagon in this match. But yeah, this is going to be an awesome match, and I can't really. I mean, fuck, that could. Because when we talked about Sabre and Pentagon last year, there was like this electricity in the building that
Yeah, man.
I really didn't feel that in a while. Probably since Teen Wolf that I felt that kind of electricity. That was really special. So this would be special too. And Kamatachi, like, shit. I mean, I don't know what to say, man.
Well, this will be his second PWG appearance, correct?
Correct. And he did that spot with Michael Elgin, the drop kick to the floor.
Yeah.
And when I saw at the show live, like I couldn't see exactly how he landed from my angle, but I did hear the thud that echoed through the building. And then when I see the clip online, I was just like, good God, it was worse than I thought.
Yeah.
But when you're that age,
he needs to change his style soon.
I gotta plead 100% ignorance. I have seen him Kamatachi before, but I've never seen any of his matches. Hey, my dog's doing a run-in. Shut up, dog. So anyway, yeah, fuck it. I haven't seen many of his matches, but from the description, Jesus Christ, that guy sounds insane. How old is this guy?
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Jesus, yeah, man, knock that off. Jeez.
Yeah, he would also do the spot where he would run and jump over the ring barrier in CMLL and just do a standing, like a missile drop kick, but take a flat back bump on the ground. And they don't have mats outside the ring, there. So, yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, going against Trevor Lee, it could be even crazier because Trevor Lee can be just as crazy. So that should be fun. And with Trevor Lee's like USA shtick right now that he's been doing in PWG, wouldn't be surprised if he threw in some Trump-related race jokes or whatnot there. So I'm just calling that right now. Mark Andrews against Pete Dunne. I've only seen one Pete Dunne match. That was the match with Jack Gallagher. Mark Andrews, as you know, crazy high flyer. Hardly ever wins, though, but he's still beloved. Fun babyface to watch. So could be, I don't know, two British guys trying to make a name for himself. So it should be fun.
Yeah.
And then I think we mentioned this before, Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. against Chris Hero and Tommy Yan. That should be some serious business right there. I'm hoping Chris Hero does the face paint again because if you watch the AEW show from last year, he painted his face up, went toe-to-toe with Pentagon, and that was pretty dope. So it'd be even cooler if both Tommy Yan and Chris Hero did, like, corresponding matching face paint. That'd be dope. But, I don't know if people know this, but Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. are brothers.
Hermanos.
So, yeah.
Lucha hermanos.
So,
yeah, dude, they're fucking... I heard that. It blew my mind because they're not very similar ring-wise, but they're both fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's a cool wrestling family right there. So, I mean, yeah, overall, that's kind of pretty much it. I think we talked about most of it. I think, what else? Oh, Dalton Castle against Jack Gallagher. In the one match I've seen Jack Gallagher in with Pete Dunne in the Cruiserweight Classic qualifier, he seems kind of like a borderline technician / comedy character, and that's kind of where Dalton is right now. So I'm expecting that match to just be kind of like an opening match to, like, entertain the crowd, because that's what Dalton's been doing, like opening the shows and just being so freaking entertaining and just being the number one guy in the room. So that's going to be awesome. So that's pretty much it so far. I mean, we all know the card can change. It's only July, and this is what, September 2nd, 3rd, 4th, something like that. I don't know the exact dates, but it's the Labor Day weekend. So
yeah, you got it. You're right.
A lot to look forward to, guys, and it's going to be crazy. 24 of the best in the world, along with the Young Bucks, along with Adam Cole and all those guys. So really looking forward to it. I don't know if you guys are flying down.
I have requested a time off, so my intent is to fly down. So hopefully I manage to purchase some tickets, and then I'll see you down there, buddy.
For sure, and we'll hang out like we did the last couple of years.
For sure.
Your hotel room is always the spot.
It's a good time. I may not be rooming with Sleepy Joe this time because that guy goes a little too for me sometimes, you know? Ends up passing. Everyone's seen him. Anybody who listens to this show that's seen PWG sees the sleepy bastard in the front row, hard camera side. That's Joe. He's my friend, and he drinks too much.
Yeah, it was funny because we were joking, like, because me and some PWG regulars went to Money in the Bank, and we knew Joe was going too, and we were just like joking, like, I wonder if we're just gonna randomly run into him. And then, of course, we randomly run into him on, I think, Sunday before Money in the Bank, and of course, we saw him in line at the bar.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that's the summer of PWG for 2016. So a lot to look forward to, like I said. I guess this is kind of a wrap. It's been a fun show, you guys. So why don't you get your plugs in? And,
Yeah.
Go ahead. I guess Matt, why don't you go first?
Oh, dude, just follow me on Twitter at MattFarmer93. Yeah, I just post some wrestling shit, and yeah, that's about all, man. Also check us out, Indie-rific, on MLWradio.com. Check me out also on the History in the Making episodes, and then we got the Facebook and all that good stuff too. So Jeremy will fill you in on the rest.
Yeah, don't let Matt undersell himself. The dude is a certified genius and a historian of professional wrestling. He's always posting cool-ass historical shit that, you know, doesn't compare to my dick jokes. So give Matt Farmer a follow. Me, I'm at Jaims Vanderbeek, Jaims Vanderbeek. You can hit me up if you need a t-shirt design. You get at me. I know Brian does some design work too, so maybe get at him too. But yeah, that's us. Indie-rific. Please give us a follow. Go MLW VIP. It's only $1.99 a month.
Sure, that's totally worth it. And I'm really looking forward to the Great American Bash podcast.
Yeah,
89 is my favorite, probably a lot for a lot of people. I haven't listened to it yet, but do you get into 89?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think I mentioned it on there. To be honest, I think 85 is my favorite just because it was such a big deal to me when I was a kid. But 89, as far as watching it, in hindsight, is easily my favorite. And at the time when it came out, was like one of my favorite VHS tapes that I own. So
for sure. And I got to say this: having that VHS as a kid and having that 2-hour cut, and then getting the network recently and seeing the uncut version, it's pretty dope. So if you love pay-per-view, everybody check.
I recorded the paper. I was on vacation when Bash 89 took place, and I had set my VCR to record it on pay-per-view. And of course, spoilers weren't a big issue back then because I was on vacation with my parents. But I'll tell you what, that entire vacation, I was sweating balls hoping that pay-per-view recorded. Because if there was a power outage or anything like that, it would have screwed that all up. But it recorded, and so I watched it as soon as I got home from vacation, and it was awesome.
For sure. We've all been there. So check us out on Twitter, PW Ponderings, pwponderings.com. We got all kinds of great coverage, articles, whatnot. More podcasts like this with a weekly newscast. A women's podcast. I don't want to say the name, but yeah, we got a women's podcast that's pretty popular right now, I guess. But yeah, check us out. Follow or go on the store, pwponderings.com/store. Check out the designs I got. Helps support us and whatnot if you want to, or click on the high spots links or whatnot or the Amazon links we got on the website. So thanks for listening, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and hope you enjoy this GuerillaCast, everybody. Boom! Shout out to Conan.